Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Cochrane.
Nearly 20 years ago, three very young musicians got together and they started a band. Now that in itself isn't unusual. It's something that distinguished Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson and Neil Peart from the others. Their attitude, their talent, and conviction. With manager Ray Daniels, Rush founded a record label, and then with little fanfare and some minor airplay from a radio station in Cleveland, they went on the road. And that's pretty much where they've been ever since. Rush founded their own path outside the mainstream, and remaining true to their ideals, they have flourished. Tonight we're here to blow the lid off our three friends, to pay tribute to the music and the lives of Rush, and to salute a 20-year career that defines commitment, artistic integrity, and spectacular achievement. Yeah, 20 years. 19 albums, 19 tours, over 30 million records sold. All this without a top 10 pop hit, unless you count Geddy's collaboration with Bob and Doug on Great White North. The truth is, their success has been anchored by brilliant musicianship and playing live.
There's something about what we are that is defined on tour. There's something about live performance that kind of made us what we are. And it's almost like we have to pay respect to that in some way.
I think what happened is Rush got a reputation as being really good value as a live band. So anything that we recorded in the studio, we made sure we would be able to do it live.
You go up there, and for those 2 hours, every second is magnified, and in 100 orders of magnitude. Every beat that I play, every note that goes by, every transition, everything is just measured. And my whole self-esteem is measured in those little milliseconds.
A great performance seldom happens more than a couple of times in the course of a tour. But you know it, you come off stage, that's when everybody's in sync and the crowd is in sync with the band, and the three of us are really playing tightly, and you just come off knowing that you've done it.
There's no feeling like it. It's just complete elation.
Elation shared by millions of fans worldwide. They have several fan magazines, a computer fan network, their own incredible brand of fan loyalty. Out there live in the big rock halls, they're adored.
There are certain people that are in their 30s and even 40s now who have been with us through the whole ride. And our music has always been meant to be the soundtrack of our lives. And I always thought that was one of the nicest compliments when people have said to me that our music has been the soundtrack of their lives.
And I'm a Neil Peart fan, Geddy Lee fan, and an Alex Lifeson fan, and they have set the standard by which all bands shall follow.
A lot of people, I think, they look at us as their little secret in some way.
Geddy, no, he jams Neil. Got it going on, baby Joe.
We do find, looking out into our audience, that we see a great number of people with thinning hair and eyeglasses, which is a sign of maturity, I guess. And then at the same time, I see a lot of people who are 16, 17, 18 years old who were not even born when we started touring the States.
I grew up on Rush, the only power rock trio. Go Neil Peart. Congratulations, Rush!
The fact that we've been kind of outside everything. We have a very, I think, loyal audience that's grown with us and has lived through this whole thing that we have and shared it with us. And those are the important things to us.
2 thumbs up, definitely.
The Mies van der Rohe quote I've always loved is, God is in the details, so we want our audience to see God every night.
Neil Peart is God. Go Rush!
So the details become, proportionately pretty important, although again, the basic reality doesn't change, that we are 3 guys in a warehouse learning to play the song.
My brother went to the same high school as Rush, and the most amazing thing was, if you ever went down to the United States, you could really have a passport to Coolden if you went, well, yeah, I'm from Toronto. My brother went to the same high school as Rush.
I can remember in grade 9 we had an assignment at Lakefield College School in Northern Ontario to write an essay on a very, very respected writer throughout Canada, and I picked Neil Peart.
Or it would be, oh yeah, my brother once backed up Geddy Lee at a fight at the gasworks and killed a guy for Geddy.
Hi everybody, we're 4 of the 5 members of Bare Naked Ladies standing here outside of snowy Maple Leaf Gardens, where when I was 15 years old, I saw my very first rock concert, and of course, it was Rush, the Signals tour. I was blown away like the other 15,000 people in there, and most importantly though, I was inspired.
So congrats on your induction into the Hall of Fame.
And enjoy the limelight.
Rush rules. Here's to 20 years of Rush and 20 more.
I'm very, very proud that they're Canadian. All right, Rush, you guys rule!
We go out in the world and take our chances. Fate is just the weight of circumstances. That's the way that Lady Lark dances. Roll the bones. Roll the bones.
As musicians, Rush enjoy universal respect and consistently appear at the top of the critics' list for their instrumental mastery. They've been nominated for 35 JUNOs. They were Canada's Group of the Decade in the 80s and were named Musicians of the Millennium by the Harvard Lampoon. Their dynamic clearly works.
The dynamics between the three is quite extraordinary. There's a kind of a brotherly love. There's an instinct and intuition that works in a miraculous way.
I think the way it works in Rush is that we are a democracy.
A true democracy, given there are only 3 people, it makes it so much easier.
The dynamic is great with 3 people because 2 against 1 isn't fair. So you can't gang up on each other.
The thing is that we spend a great deal of time laughing together and we enjoy each other's company. And we have for so many years. We're still like we were when we were teenagers. I mean, Geddy and I have known each other since we were, 13 or 14, I guess. And every time I look at him, I think of that same guy I went to junior high school with.
Well, I'm certainly the bossiest person in the writing session, so I push everybody around. Alex really is, he probably told you that he wrote everything himself.
A lot of people don't know that I do everything, and that Neil and Geddy really have always worked for me. I mean, it's not surprising, but I felt sorry for them, and I do what I do because I'm that kind of a guy.
He almost got arrested for going around telling everybody that he wrote all of the Beatles material too.
Alex is more spontaneous in terms of his character, so his work tends to be.
Geddy is a little more methodical, and he has a great sense of melody.